Creating a program that prints true if 3 words are entered in dictionary order. I am trying to create a program that asks the user for 3 words and prints a true if the words are entered in dictionary order. E.g. Here is my code so far.
If you work on a list of arbitrary length, I believe using sorted, as other answers indicate, is good for small lists with small strings. When it comes to larger lists and larger strings and cases where the list can be randomly ordered, a faster way would be to use all, built-in function and a generator expression. This should be faster than the sorted approach. Example. Please note, above would end up calling str.lower on every string except for first and last twice. Unless your strings are very large, this should be fine. If your strings are really very large compared to the length of the list, you can create another temporary list before doing the all, that stores all the strings in lowercase. And then run same logic on that list. You can create your list by taking inputs from the user using a list comprehension example. Timing results of the above method versus sorted, modified code of sorted, to work case insensitively. Result. For cases that should return true, that is already sorted lists, the using sorted is quite faster than all, since sorted works well for mostly sorted lists. For cases that are random, all works better than sorted because of the short-circuiting nature of the all. It would short-circuit when it sees the first false. Also, there is the fact that sorted would create a temporary sorted list in memory for comparison, whereas all would not require that, and this fact does attribute to the timings we see above. Earlier answer that directly and only applies to this question. You can simply directly compare the strings as such. You do not need another string/list for alphabets. Example. Or if you want to compare only the first characters, though I highly doubt that. To compare the strings case insensitively, you can convert all the string to lowercase before comparison. Example. Or the simpler.
Yes, lists do not have defined method. Though you don't even have to use list. The is lower than or equal to, as well as smiley face operator compare sequences lexicographically. In addition, Python supports chain comparisons. Here's how I'd write it. If there are more than 3 words, you'd gather them into a list, sort it and compare it against the source list. Example. Both of these approaches will work reasonably well for small number of words. If the number of words is big, you should consider using a short-circuiting solution using the built-in OR function and a generator expression, which is an efficient generalization of the first solution. If you want to perform case-insensitive comparison, use str.lower or str.casefold in Python 3.3+. Example for the first code snippet. Example for the list-based approaches.
Store the words in a list and then check it with sorted. You can make it ignore case by specifying a key that looks at the lowercase version of each word for comparison.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.